it's time for change. Nothing's changed. The rules and regulations haven't changed. There's certain things we expect of us, the industry. They're going to be late. There's going to be overruns and all these problems. The quality, we'll have to check ourselves. We'll have to do our due diligence before we hire somebody. I don't know one other industry that's like this, and I just find it, if you actually stop and take a good look at it, it's absolutely madness that a multi-billion-dollar industry would be run in the fashion that it is right now. I decided to undertake such a large shift in the industry, or attempt to make a large shift in the industry, simply because I've worked in the industry my whole life and I've seen so many problems and issues and inefficiencies. And I believe that it's almost getting worse. Anybody can go out and buy a truck, slap a sticker on the side and become a contractor, and the consumers simply don't know which way to turn to. They don't know what's a fair value. They don't know what the quality is like. There's this big standoff between the consumer and the industry, and we're trying to abolish those, break down those boundaries so that the construction industry can have a rebirth and regrowth and come back into the marketplace with a completely new system, which is the FairTradeWorks system. Since I started FairTradeWorks, I've learned so much, good and bad. We've almost had 2,000 companies apply to work on our platform. We make sure that we pre-screen, check testimonials, and have a really deep look into these construction companies, and if they fulfill our criteria, we use them. And a great test of the marketplace, which the consumer should know, is that close to half of the companies failed at the first hurdle, which is a very basic hurdle of having current WCB and liability insurance. So, like I said, it's good and bad. I don't mean negative, but it's half negative because these people shouldn't be in business, and it's half positive now because they have a institution like FairTradeWorks where they can come through the doors and they want to do it right, but they just don't have the time, they don't have the means, they don't have the understanding of how to operate a business, and that's what we're here to do. We're to help clean up the industry and help companies that want to do it right, give them the tools to be able to get everything in order and then move forward into the marketplace and do what they do best, and which is build. I think the biggest thing, again, I've worked in the industry my whole life, but I think the biggest thing from really driving into the industry is that the construction industry and consumers need us more than ever. Consumers are just getting peppered with all these different marketing ploys and glossy trucks and all this, but there's a great front end, but there's no back end, there's no system to drive in quality, consistency, market value, and that's what I decided to create FairTradeWorks and derive a system that the marketplace works upon so that consumer is guaranteed that they get exactly what they're paying for. I believe the most challenging part of being the head and the boss of FairTradeWorks is simply educating consumers, educating trades and contractors that, number one, we're not against them, we're with them, we're trying to empower them, we're trying to work with them to make their companies more profitable, be better business people, service their consumers better, and also on the flip side of that is the consumers. For the first time in history, there's an alternative to the old construction system, and trying to educate them without coming across as if we're marketing to them, or we're trying to tell them that we're over and above the construction industry, or we're completely something different or better. It's just trying to empower, be transparent, and help them through their construction process. My name is Jim Perkins, President and Founder of FairTradeWorks. And that's my story. What's yours?